gonna go faster basically. So I'm just using the WASD keys here. I prefer to drive in first person. It's more realistic. Now where are we supposed to go? Where's the marker? Is this it? I think that's it. So yeah, it's just WASD keys like in any game, but it's gonna take you a little while to get used to it. Again, like that, it's gonna take you a while. Now you have an option to eject, get out, and engine off. Eject will make you go out without turning your engine off, so you see the car is still running. Get out will turn the engine off for you and get you out. And let's say and then you can either have the option to just press the turn off engine and then get out. So yeah, that's basically driving. Now it will take you a little while to get used to it, and I do recommend going to options, controls, and you'll see in vehicle controls, you see car more left and car more right. Now you want to delete those. Usually they will have something like I don't know, something here. You'll press on that, press delete, press OK, because what this does is basically make you able to drive with your mouse, and it's really annoying, and it's just really bad. It's a bad habit to get used to driving with your mouse, so I do recommend turning that off and driving with your WASD keys. Alright, so we're here. I don't know, they told me to drive over here, so let's see what he wants.
Reporting in, sir.
Hi, Coops. You could have some fun with tubes, or try to beat the shit out of Team Saber. They're defending the village in the guise of insurgents.
Alright, let's go for anti-tank for now.
The AT range, sir.
Sergeant, use the disposable rocket launcher on the closest target.
Alright, so I think this is getting kind of long, so I'll make this a couple part video, but before I get into launchers and more kinds of weapons, I want to tell you about the user interface and the inventory basically. So when you press G, you're gonna come up with your gear. Now this is how the gear is gonna look in your default in combined operations vanilla. It's basically just you have a couple slots. I will explain whatever it is. It's hard to get into. Again, it's kind of hard to get into this game. As you can see, there's a lot of learning curve, but eventually you get used to it and it will just be awesome. So let me teach you about the inventory. So first you can move it around by just dragging it, holding left click. As you see, it says gear. Gear is basically cargo. My gear is my inventory. A car's gear is whatever it has inside of it, basically cargo. So pretty much anything that in real life holds something will have gear. So a car, a plane, and you can only access those gears for cars and stuff when you're looking at the right place. So if you're looking at the door, you won't be able to access the gear. You won't be able to access the trunk. But if you go to the trunk, see, you have gear. And as you see, it says gear and Humvee. Humvee meaning this is the gear of the Humvee. So let's get away from the Humvee quickly. See, now it says just gear. Now, always, when you access any kind of gear, it will show on the list of items in the gear, which is this. It will show the items that you have on you as well. How can you tell if it's now? How will you be able to tell if the items that you see here are on you or on the car? Because you know, see, right now I don't have a GPS, right? I don't have a GPS because I put it in the car. If I go into the gear, I see it here, but I don't know. Maybe I do have a GPS, but I can't. But I don't know. It gets really complicated. So basically, how you know if it's on you, on your person, or inside whatever you're accessing, is by these numbers. When the number is on the right, it means it's on you. So as you see, M16, I have one M16, and it's on the right side. It's on my person. In the Humvee, when the number is on the left side, you know it's in the Humvee. Basically, how you can really easily tell it, the number on the left side corresponds for this name up here. The number on the right side will correspond to whatever you see here. So, or not the name really, but whatever you're accessing. So for example, if I was to open, let's go, is there a crate here? Yeah, let's go to that crate quickly. So I'm gonna open this crate with my gear option. A lot of weapons. Now, as you see, I have one M16A4. So there is 10 M16s inside the US basic weapons crate, and then there's one on me. Now, here, let me explain to you some of what's going on here. So when you want to take something from a crate or some kind of gear, maybe from the backpack of your friend, you would click on the whatever you want to take. So example, a GPS. Now there's a couple of ways to do this. You can either double click, which will transfer it from wherever it is to wherever it's not. So if I double click compass, oh, it doesn't work. I guess it's one of the mods. So basically, whenever you double click, it will put it into your inventory. But as well, you can use the arrows. So when I click on the left arrow, it will move it into the Humvee. When I press on the right arrow, it will move it into my inventory. So that's how you move stuff in and out of your inventory. Now, let me give you a brief preview of your inventory. You have 2 spaces for optics kind of thing, like binoculars, rangefinders, night vision goggles, stuff like that. You have 2 spaces, as you see, one up here and one up here. You have 1 main weapon slot. That's basically it. It's just main weapon, a rifle, some machine gun, stuff like that. And then you have a backpack slot, or on your back slot kind of thing. Here you would put backpacks, launchers, anything like that. To the right of that, there is the ammo interface. Basically, here you would put ammunition, grenades, flares, stuff like that. Really, most of the things that you use with your main gun would be here. Here you have a secondary weapon slot. Yeah, it's just a pistol or something like that. And then you got ammo for your secondary weapon. Now, if, for example, you have an M203, which is basically a grenade launcher for people who don't know, on your main weapon, the grenades for that M203 will be stored in the secondary weapon and munition slots. Not in your primary, but in your secondary, because that's just how it works in Arma. And then after that, you have miscellaneous slots. Basically, all the miscellaneous items like maps, GPS, watches, radios, you know, compasses, stuff like that. That's where it's gonna be. Here, this on the bottom here is basically a filter. You can filter the list to be easier to read by just pressing one of the arrows. See, now it's gonna show only weapon related, or primary weapon related. Here it's gonna show only explosives and backpacks and stuff like that. Back slots, basically. Here it's gonna show secondary weapon slots. Here it's gonna show miscellaneous. So anything that goes down here. Filter is just basically a shortcut for the arrows. Rearm would basically, if for example we're accessing this Humvee here, and there is ammo for my M16, and I press this rearm button, it will put ammo. It will take as much ammo as I can fit into my backpack, and as much ammo as there is in there, and put it inside my inventory. So if I have 4 spaces, and I have an M16 and there is 5 Stanags, I press rearm, it's gonna fit 4 new Stanags and leave 1 in there. So basically just a fast way to get ammo. That's about it. There's also drop, which you basically drop really on the ground. I don't know where it is. Oh, I put it into the Jeep. You can yeah, you can use that to put stuff into whatever you're looking, so I can drop my weapon in there. And as you see, when I put my weapon inside the Humvee and take it out, it also moves the ammo. It's a shortcut, so you don't have to do it by yourself. You could there's also a take, so if you see, it's basically shortcuts for using the left and right arrows. So let me give you quickly a demonstration with this crate here, because there's a lot of stuff in here. So let's use it. And as you see here, it says rearm at US basic weapons. This will just give me ammo when I do it. There we go. See? Now I have 4 mags at the top right instead of 1. So let's actually do it. So let's actually choose a weapon. So as you see, I can just choose any weapon that's here, and it will tell me information about the selected item down here in this little box. So as you see, we got M4A1, M203, RCO. Sorry about that, I had to briefly stop. Alright, so as I was saying, M4A1, M203, RCO, which RCO is basically a scope. Assault rifle with grenade launcher caliber, it will tell you the kind of ammo it uses. So luckily this, as you see, it says 5.56 times 45mm NATO. Now Stanags are basically that. That's what they are. So we can use 30 round Stanags for our gun. Now I'm not going to take that much because I want to fit some other stuff in here. But first let's take the gun itself, of course. Now as you see, it automatically filled my entire inventory with the corresponding ammo and with HE rounds, which is basically for our M203 in our secondary slot, as you can see. But I want a pistol. I don't think there's a pistol here though. Yeah, there is. Let's take the M9, and I want a little more ammo. You'll get used to the inventory. It takes a little while to get used to it, but you'll get used to it. Alright. So now we have an awesome new gun. As you see, RCO is a ×4 scope. I don't want that. I thought there we go. CCO, that's what I want. Alright, we'll take a iron sights one. There we go. Pretty cool. So, now let's do whatever he wants. What do you want? What do you want? Forgot what he wanted. Alright, he told us to take a launcher. So as you see, there's a launcher here and there's ammo for it. So let's drop some Stanags. Now, different kinds of items will take different amount of slots in your inventory. So for example, ammunition will take 1. Like 30 round Stanags will take 1. But for example, a rocket, as he took 6 slots because it's heavier and it's bigger. So it corresponds to whatever item it is. So let's take a launcher as well. Now, to switch weapons to your pistol or launcher or anything like that, just use a scroll wheel and you have weapon, and we'll say the weapon. So here we go, pistol, just same as a gun, and launcher. So launchers, you're gonna have to reload before you can use them. That's just how it is. And now, let's destroy that tank. Now the weapon controls I told you at the start correspond to all the weapons. Or most of them at least. Now take the small launcher and destroy the middle target. Let's see. So now there's a small launcher here, so let's take it. And it will give me ammo. And as you see, the ammo for the small is actually only 2 slots, not 6, like the M136. Yeah. So when you play missions and operations, you'd always want to put time into selecting whatever items you're gonna take and managing your inventory, so you'd have the most of everything you need, basically. That's why when you set up for mission, it's gonna take you pretty long. So let's actually fire this small at this tank. I'm gonna do it in third person to be cool. Wait, let me make sure it's aimed. Yes.
Let's try the long-range fireworks now. Take the javelin and destroy that target in the distance.
Alright, so now he wants us to use the javelin. So let's pick up the javelin. As you see, everything is similar in the kinds of controls it uses. It's just different. It's just a learning kind of experience. You have to learn how to use the basic controls, then you'll know how to use everything. Now this thing is a beast. I love this thing. So let's try and use it out. What does it want it? Alright, so it's locking on. Let's wait. There we go. Locked on. Let's fire.
Good performance, Coops. You make me proud.
There we go. We made him proud.
What do you now?
So what are we gonna do now? What's M-O-U-T? Let's try that.
I want to try the mount course, sir.
Get ready, guys. Coops, you start. Eliminate all enemies.
Wait. So what are we supposed to do? Let me just take a launcher. Just in case we need it. Now M opens up the map, just a quick thing. Mount range. Okay, we have to go over there. So let's take the Humvee. I don't want to walk all that way. It's always faster with vehicles. As you see, I can also drive in third person, but it depends on the difficulty. Oh, it's right here. I didn't realize it was this close. So I think there's actually gonna be some enemies here. So it's bad that we took this gun, but we'll do our best. So here you'll get to see hands-on combat. Finally, after the learning experience, you get to actually use the skills you've learned. Where's my friends? I think he said allies. Didn't he say something with allies? What am I supposed to do? Oh, I'm going to the Mount range. Oh, whoa. Oh god. Alright, so what actually happened right there was I didn't realize it was a mission to fight people. Yeah. Sorry about that. So let's actually see if we can actually
take the weapon from the box.
get some just skip everything and go over there now.
Now come back to me and fall in.
So, what now, baller?
Practice what you want today. When you're done here, you should drive to the heavy weapons range.
All right, let's go to the let's go straight to the mount course, which apparently is hands-on thing. So
I think I'll drive up and meet Captain Shafto.
Captain Shafto. So obviously you'd want to do this training by yourself to get hands-on feel of the game. But yeah, I just gave you a brief preview of the controls and explained what's going on with the inventory, because it has a pretty big learning curve.
Reporting in, sir.
Hi, Coops. You could have some fun with tubes, or try to beat the shit out of Team Saber. They're defending the village in the guise of insurgents.
Alright, so let's go beat the shit out of Team Saber. It's like an M16 CCO. M4 CCO, sorry. With M1911.
I want to try the Mout course, sir.
Get ready, guys. Coops, you start. Eliminate all enemies.
So, here we are. Now this is hands-on fighting. So basically what he said is that Team Saber, our friends, are disguised as, well, are dressed up as insurgents, and they're defending this village. And I need to take over it. So as you see, there's a guy right there. Bam. Took him out. So I'm gonna keep my eyes open on this. Now I'm being shot at from somewhere. Oh, there he is. Ah. So I'm playing this on veteran. That's why it was kind of hard. So I recommend to you guys just to play it on normal. So this is actually gonna be part 1 or episode 1 of the intro to Arma. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next intro video.